Hey guys, Godzilla the Kings here, and now we're gonna make some compare and contrast of Godzilla the King Season 2 that released in TikTok, episode 1 to 34 at least, and of course we're gonna talk about 35 and 36, and also talk about the director's cut that released on YouTube. So let's get into it. The beginning of the story. It was perfectly crafted that I really want. Um, the beginning of what's happening in from season 1 to season 2 right now. And also, I absolutely love the tone that I wanted for each of the characters. Like, the opening will be some funny moments, and there will be some grounded moments that I really want. So, technically, I really love the beginning of the story for season 2. It's absolutely well crafted in my vision. And that was pretty much it. This whole beginning of the whole episodes and the whole thing of season 2 from the original cut was well good, but also very smooth. And then, let's just say, I have to rushed it. I worked so hard for this season to bring some new story elements that I really want. Technically, it was a story about abandonment, which is different Godzilla family point of view of abandonment. For example, Godzilla being abandoned by his mother, never felt like he's been loved, which we saw inside the original cut inside season 2, inside TikTok. So yeah, but the only thing I didn't really fully complete, which I'm happily and very happily that I put inside of the director's cut. Winter's story arc, Godzilla's brother Burnzilla's story arc, and Shin. I am so happy with to complete their story arc to go to season 3 to make fully sense. And also, I'm gonna give y'all the comparisons from season 2 from TikTok, story arc from Burnzilla, to the director's cut from YouTube. So, let's go. From Burnzilla from season 2 in TikTok was really going very smooth. It's like the beginning, I'm starting to get to his story arc, but then when it hits to I have to rush the story arc and season 2 from the TikTok man, this is how it went. But then when it hit to season 3 from Godzilla the Kings in TikTok, his story arc was pretty decent. At season 2 from the director's cut helps me very good. It's also the same thing from what I told y'all about the stories about abandonment and also sometimes forgiveness. For Burnslaw, he was abandoned. He felt like he's never been loved by his father. And I'm absolutely happy to show that version of him. And also, in the also did say about the story about forgiveness. He also forgave his father to the time that he never spent with him, and also forgive himself to the time that he was hurt, broken, he became evil. He forgave himself because of one character. It's Deathsaw. So Deathsaw was helping Burnsaw to be forgiven, to forgive his soul. everything, his past, everything. And I absolutely am happy to release this version of Godzilla. And now, in season 3, we fully made him evolve and make him into a new character for Godzilla and Fire Gun. Spoiler, I'm sorry. Godzilla and Deathzilla into Fire Godzilla, which was a beautiful story arc that I'm happily made and put into rest. And now, also, let's go off with Winter. Winter is the same story arc from Godzilla, but I absolutely love her story arc from season 2 director's cut. From season 2 from the original cut, everything was perfectly well crafted that I really want. To bring her, to show her brother that she's still alive, and everything was well crafted. And also made her not to forgive her father. Was the strongest character for that story arc, to make her not forgive her father for everything, to not be with her, to not love her. She felt like she was alone and worthless. And also, when we hit to the director's cut, I am so happy to release her version of the character. Of course, I'm playing as her, but I love to show my vision of that character. From the director's cut, the original cut from episode 35 and 34, we never fully completed that story arc. We just went to battle and that's it. And I absolutely am happy to release the full character story arc for Winter. And also from season 3, for her story arc, she was mostly a protector and sometimes let's just say, never tells everyone the truth about anything. Like, for example, spoiler alert for season 3 if y'all never watched it on TikTok. Um, she never told about Destroyer to her brother Godzilla that he was alive, and yeah, technically was the perfect setup of story arc that I really want. And then at the end of the director's cut for her, she started to talk to her father, tell everything, and she forgive her father. She in the beginning of the original cut, she'd never forgive her father. In the director's cut, we finally made her forgive her father for everything that she's done. And Shin, this is his story. His whole story for his family to be forgiven. In the beginning of season 1, he was the villain. And then season 2, people keep seeing him as a villain. They'll trust him. But then he's changed. He was perfectly well crafted with this story. A story of forgiveness. A story for everything. Absolutely love this version of Shin. In the original cut, for episode 34 and 5, was still the same character, but we don't have time with him. We didn't even see the full character length of his story arc, and I absolutely love. And the rest of the characters, I absolutely love. Absolutely love. Like for Godzilla, this is hit to episode 35 to 30, episode 35 to 36. Sorry. Everyone saw Godzilla's mom died. Everyone saw her died. And then we hit to the opening scene of the director's cut. Now, let's also talk about the tone of this show. Both of the tones of these films are both the same. But which one do I like? The original cut or the director's cut? Well, technically, both of them are the same, but they're both the same story, but one of them is well crafted differently. The I like the original one from episode 1 to 34 was perfectly well crafted. There has its ups and downs, but when it hits to 35 and 36 from the original cut, everyone knew in TikTok, y'all already knew I don't like episode 35 and 36 in season 2 of the original cut. I absolutely hated it. How fast, how rushed that episode was. I absolutely also hate the battle. The battle of episode 36, the season finale of season 2 of the original cut. I disliked it. I really liked this. Said this to myself. I fucking hate it. I absolutely fucking hated it. But just but the two tones for those were different. I changed the tone from the director's cut to be stuck in the middle for season 3 and the original version of season 2. What I meant from season 3, I was thinking, let's make the tone from the director's cut to be connected to season 3. Season 1 was a well grounded tone version. It has some jokes inside season 1, but season 3 was like the final end from the season 1 era. So I brought back season 1 tone, the story. I was like mostly focusing on the characters, the story arc, mostly the story. But in season 2 original cut from episode 34 to 35 and 36, let's just say, well, not the tone that I wanted. It was just too fast paced. But then if you watch 35 and 36 to watch at the same time, if you watch the final battle of Godzilla the King season 3 episode 100, that battle was very different. Of course, it has Destroyer, but the story, the tone, the characters was different, and I wanted the tone for that inside season 2, the director's cut, but I wanted to be in the middle. That means I just want a perfect balance to show you what's gonna be coming from season 3. So yeah, that was perfectly the perfect tone for that story. And just saying, in the opening scene inside the director's cut, if y'all see, I already told y'all, Winter was a character that never forgives anyone. She also says that to her brother when they have a meeting to talk to Godzilla. She's still not forgiving her brother to see her mother's died. But technically, she sacrificed herself. But her father stopped her and forgave her brother. He forced his own daughter to forgive her brother. And that was like perfectly well crafted. And let's just say, when I recorded that, I was like, literally had like tears. I was like literally and like cried on that scene. That was like well crafted, well beautifully made for that show. When I first um, watched it earlier, I was like, this was my reaction. It's like this is the this is what I really want to show, and then I did. Absolutely showed y'all the original cut of episode 35 was perfectly well crafted. And let's talk about the villains. Ultron and Stryker, thank goodness I saved them. Thank goodness I changed their characters to not be like, alright, they're coming, let's destroy them. No. They're still like the same thing, but a little bit more very differently. Like, they're, they already know that they're coming, but they have the main goals to what's going to happen. But they absolutely love them. And also absolutely love that. Why did they betray? For example, Ultron felt like he has no respect to his old leader. Stryker, he just wants to see the whole world burn, but he still respect his uh, leader. He can do whatever he wants. He's not a mindless slave. He also respects his old leader, Ultron. So technically, I absolutely love to show uh, their version of the original characters. It was beautifully well crafted. The tone, the story was beautifully well crafted in my vision. So yeah. Now let's also talk about the director's cut. Mm, So my vision of the director's cut. Let's just say I was very happy. Very, very happy to show the original version. There were some that there's some scenes that wasn't in the original final cut. Like for example, the destroyer scene wasn't supposed to happen. Wasn't supposed to happen. Including the quote unquote apocalypse scene inside and for season 3. That was like a what if scenario. What's going to happen for season 3? And also I'll give y'all like a little tease for season 3, which I absolutely am finished. So pretty much to give y'all like a little tease that Destroyer is coming in for the final fight. I was like a little bit excited. And also just saying also a little bit of a connection for season 3 for Shin Godzilla's death, and spoiler alert, and I'm sorry. There was when I rewatched season 3 one more time, Shin sensed something. He sensed his death. And I didn't explain it, and I also am gonna confirm there will be no season 3 director's cut. But this was like the most important piece of the puzzle, that Shin already know that his death is coming. He already know because his wife told him that do not let our son to get killed by his brother. So technically, Shin sacrificed himself. So technically, that was perfectly well connected for season 3, and I'm absolutely am happy that I put that there. And season 3 for to connect to the director's cut, well crafted for the tone of both of those shows. And for the my vision inside of season 2 of director's cut was perfectly well crafted in my vision. And also just saying I took time and effort and be very patiently to film the original cut of this show. Like literally I worked so hard for this, and I literally worked so hard to release my vision of the director's cut. I absolutely am happy with the show. And the final ending for this video, ending for this video, the closure. Absolutely loved how I ended season 2 director's cut for my vision of this show. The story, the tone, the characters was perfectly well crafted inside my vision, and I absolutely am happy to show that version of the season 2. For the final battle, let's just say I absolutely love. If you just say, hey, what's your favorite final battle inside your show? Season 1, still my favorite. Absolutely one of my favorites. Episode season 3, my favorite. Season 2, the original cut. Fuck that. Fuck that. Hated it. Garbage. But the director's cut. I'm sorry, but this will be number 1. Well, not number 1, but a little bit in the middle. Like in between. This was perfectly well crafted. It was perfectly well crafted for each character, each fight scene for their story arc to be fully completed, and absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it, and also absolutely loved that I made the joke inside the that I said it's time for the real battle. Just saying that was absolutely a joke for this is the real battle. This is the real uh, season 2 original cut. This is real. And absolutely love the final battle because of each character's story arc. We start off with, uh, for example, Winter fighting Striker because Striker killed Winter's son, Godzilla Jr. She's already been fully fleshed out. Sorry, fully fleshed out character from season 2 to season 3. Like we are fully are finished. Bunzel, same thing from Winter. Fully fleshed out character to season 2, and then we go to season 3. Each of the other characters, absolutely a forgiven, fully fleshed out character to go to their next story. Absolutely loved it. And also, yes, I can't leave the other characters hanging around. Let's talk about Lightzilla. Her story arc was really good. There was one episode that make Godzilla very overprotective with his daughter, and also Lightzilla is ready to be the next protector of the kingdom, the next queen of the monsters slash king of the monsters. And you already know in season 3 she's not ready yet. But then at the end, she's already fully became the king and the queen of the monsters. Absolutely loved it. So what I'm meaning for Lightzill's character arc from season 2, she's now finally free to do whatever she wants. And I absolutely loved it. And just saying, if you watch season 2 original cut to episode 1 to 30, um, well, episode 1 to 34, you will have to stop to episode 34 of the original cut and go watch the director's cut, and you will understand why for each character story arc and everything. Absolutely loved it, well crafted. I worked so hard to release my vision in the original version of season 2, and then go off and watch season 3 of Godzilla's the Kings. Well perfectly crafted, well good storytelling, and I'm so happy that to show my vision of the show. Yeah, absolutely love that I made the original version of season 2. And if this is the end of the video, and also if y'all in TikTok and I guess say this, and if you're gonna comment, is season 2 director's cut canon or not canon? Forget about the episode 35 and 36 and season 2 original cut. This is official canon. So yeah, this is pretty much it. See you next time, and I will give y'all updates in TikTok and maybe YouTube for the director's cut of Godzilla Battle of the Throne. Hope you have a nice day, and goodbye.